Okay, what's the goal of the product Snowball? You got to put as many people into your signature programs as possible, right? Your product launch is designed to get people into your signature program, and you're going to upsell people into this program. Now, we're going to talk about that signature program. You're doing these little launches to build your community, but ultimately, your goal is to get people into your signature program. Okay, you tweak that offer as time goes forward. And you should always be developing and redeveloping that program, right? Your signature program, it should be your top price product. It should be your monthly product, whatever it is, right? I'm not a big believer necessarily that you got to have a super high price monthly program. But if you're going to have one, make it your signature program. Now, here again, this is what your PLR is for. You are developing products on a continual basis, and you are developing an expertise solving a certain kind of problem, right? That's how you're going to get credibility. That is how you're going to get credibility in the marketplace. And once you start to develop, do you know what your product line is? I would ask you what your product line is. I could tell you what it is. Whatever's common about the last 3 to 4 products that you produced. What's in common about the last 3 products you produced, that's your product line for now, unless you want to figure out another brand. If you've gotten people to buy products from you and they all have some similarity, you're already developing a brand. Now what you have to do is you've got to figure out what are the problems people are having and keep solving those problems and keep releasing products that solve those problems. Develop a brand around your product line because, again, we're not going to the market and saying, this is what my brand is, right? We're going to sell something first. So the market has voted. They voted on your brand. They like you, and they like you enough to buy these products. That's your brand, right? You say, well, I don't like that brand. But the brand likes you. The market likes you. And so when you start, that's why the product Snowball is so important because you're going to launch some stuff and it's going to bomb, not going to get any sales at all. You're going to launch some and it's going to do better than you thought it was. And you're going to launch, and what's going to happen is a pattern will emerge, right? A pattern will emerge, and you will start to see, well, this is what people like from me. And you will then begin to develop other stuff that's going to be like it, right? So develop a brand around your product line. And then I have develop a why around your band, not your band. Develop a why around your brand. And because at some point, doesn't have to be right away, there is a reason why you help people with the products that you do. There's a why. You might have to kind of, you might have to kind of get into some of those murky sort of, touchy-feely areas. Right, I'm no good at it, but you do have to kind of find out. Well, why is this the way that I help people? Why is this the way? There's typically a reason, and typically you want to be able to tell people that, right? People will resonate with the reason you help them in this way. There's a why to that, right? There's a why. So this is really how you start to develop some of those. Those big picture sort of things. You start to develop these branding campaigns because the why is how you connect with person. You don't have to brand. You don't have to be, you don't have to spend $1 million on your brand. You got to connect the why though to why I want to buy my product from you. Right? It goes into USP and all the other stuff which we will get to later on, but that's really the goal of the product Snowball. Okay, and we'll talk just briefly about the sales process. Okay, you can have the graphics outsourced in the Warrior form if you got to do it, right, for sales. Use the sales letters from your PLR, turn them into a sales video. So, in other words, take the sales video and the PLR, put it in PowerPoint, narrate it in Camtasia. Right, that's all you need for a sales video. Doesn't have to be major. Get the PLR sales thing, the sales letter, tweak it, put it in Camtasia, and narrate it. Right, don't spend a lot of time on the copy because you are going to Warrior Plus. A lot of stuff you're going to find the right customer by categorizing correctly. Okay, upload your video to YouTube and then put it on your sales page. Now, what are you adding as a benefit? right? You are adding a benefit from relief for something specific. You're doing relief in a certain period of time. That's the basis of the product I'm telling you to create, right? Relief from something specific. So you're turning the PLR into something specific, and you're doing it in a certain period of time. It's a hackathon. It's a 30-day challenge. It's a 7-day program. It's a 90-day system. It's a 30-day challenge. It's something. Relief in a certain period of time. Okay, now here's what's important, and I want to close with this. You want to make the relief something your client can visualize, right? So when I say relief from something specific, you know, part of what you're going to do in your sales letter is you want to get the person to see what their life is going to be like once they finish your product. What would it be like? You could put up a Udemy course in one day, right? What would it be like if you could put up a Udemy course in one day? I don't know if that's a legitimate thing, but I'm just saying you got to get the person to visualize the benefit, right? So it's got to be something. So when you start talking about something specific in a certain period of time, get them to visualize. It should be something you can visualize, something really cool that you can visualize. Does that make sense? So the selling process is trying to get something tangible, right? You've got to make it tangible, because you're going to emphasize this through the sales copy. You don't have to be a great sales copywriter. I'm not one. I don't know that I'm a great sales copy person, but I can visualize a tangible benefit, right? So again, that is something that, again, us normal people, right? Us normal people can do, right? Visualize something tangible.